Hola, Carmen.
Hola.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hey. Good morning, everyone. Streaming and on YouTube. Today we are doing this practice for the holy day of Lhabab Duchen, when Shakyamuni Buddha descended from the heaven of the 33, where he was giving teachings to those beings in the celestial realms and also to his mother Mahadevi. And so according to the FPMT, the karma that we create today is multiplied by 100 million. So by doing this practice today, it's like we're saying it 100 million times. So when Linda kindly gave me a bottle of water, she gave me 100 million of these. So I thank you very much. And I'm just going to say briefly some of these things that are, the benefits of some of the mantras and so forth. Like in the Amiteus mantra, by reciting this mantra just once, one creates far greater merit than making statues with 3 galaxies of precious jewels, precious gold, silver, copper, and iron, and so forth. So anyway, if you want to know more about the benefits of various mantras, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, I guess we really need to stick to the agenda that Domasi kindly put together for us. So I'm going to share that, and I'll tell you the page. Here it is. Okay. In the Gold Prayer Book. Okay. So first we'll start with the Refuge in Bodhicitta prayer, which is on page 34 in the prayer book. There. So remember, as Geshe-la says, to set our motivation for doing the practice today, to really have heartfelt refuge in the 3 jewels, and also to our guru, and the cause to make our refuge most effective is there are 2 causes. One is to think about the suffering of the lower realms, which we must necessarily experience, and the faith of conviction that the 3 jewels will protect us from the lower realms and are capable of leading us to liberation and enlightenment by showing us the path. So just imagine in front of us all our enemies and our different spirits that exist. And our right is our Father of our present life, whether he has passed away or not, representing all male sentient beings. And to our left is our Mother of this life, representing all female sentient beings. And behind is our circle of friends and loved ones. And now just imagine that we are going to lead them in the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, as if we are leading them from the problems, complications of samsara to enlightenment. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I be practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. And then also on page 34, the four measurables. I'll say this 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now on page 35, the 7 limb prayer. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of all others to the great enlightenment. Now page 73 in the Gold Prayer Book. Praise to Shakyamuni Buddha. So the first stanza, we'll say 3 times. Guru, teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, perfect in knowledge and good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme God of beings to be subdued, teacher of gods and humans. To you, Buddha, Bhagavan, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Guru, teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, perfect in knowledge and good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme God of beings to be subdued, teacher of gods and humans. To you, Buddha, Bhagavan, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Guru, teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, perfect in knowledge and good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme God of beings to be subdued, teacher of gods and humans. To you, Buddha, Bhagavan, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. So it's good to say this out loud so that the beings around us, those that we can't see, insects, whatever, will hear it and give them the karma of hearing the precious teachings and this wonderful prayer and all the other prayers we say. When supreme amongst humans you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who were wise then I prostrate. With pure bodies formed supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, savior to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the teacher having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path of sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Do not commit any unwholesome actions. Engage in perfect, wholesome actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a defective view, a butter lamp flame, an illusion, a dewdrop, a water bubble, a dream, lightning, a cloud. See all causative phenomena like this. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. Now go to page 34, and we'll chant Shakyamuni Buddhas 3 times. And while you're chanting, you might, if you like, you can visualize all the wonderful merits Shakyamuni created to benefit us. He and maybe 2 other Buddhas of the 1,000 Buddhas of the fortunate eon taught us or will be teaching Tantra. Maitreya Buddha will not be teaching Tantra in our world system. So we can rejoice in that. We can rejoice in how he left his kingdom of comfort and his family, even his newly born child, to seek a way of, to liberation from all the sufferings of birth, old age, illness, and death, to liberate all sentient beings. And we can maybe visualize him sitting under the Bodhi tree for 6 years, only eating 1 grain of rice a day, slowly, slowly, his body deteriorating. And then after the 6 years, suddenly having the realization of the middle way, that excess was wrong, starvation was wrong, the middle way. And then, of course, all the years he spent trying to teach us, giving us 84,000 teachings to cure 84,000 mental afflictions that we possessed from beginningless time. How wonderful, how precious. How wonderful that we have this perfect human life, this marvelous brain, that we can actually say this mantra, that we can understand who Shakyamuni Buddha was, that we can see his image. And even when we look at his image with an angry mind, it still gives us just skies of merit. And also that we have perfectly qualified Mahayana gurus who teach us the path, to explain the teachings. And then we have the commentaries too. And that we can circumambulate them. So we can just rejoice in that while we chant the Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Te mune mune mahamunaye soha teata mune mune mahamunaye soha. Now on page 246, the dedication verses from Master Shanti Deva's Bodhikari Avatar, or Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food, may the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Then on page 244, the long life prayer for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. And then page 245, the long life prayer for Sarah J. Kinson Rinpoche Jitsen Losang Delek. The one who mastered speech at a very young age, the one with great patience, received the name Avatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa and Bliss and Void, Lama ornament of the Yellow Hat tradition. Please remain until samsara ends. And then the inside back cover, the prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche's swift return. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infant lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged, incomparable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings you suddenly depart to peace. What a great loss! Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. Now, the inside front cover of the Gold Prayer Book. First, the prayer for the long life of Geshe Gelek. Supreme God, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant Dharma companion. Lama, who has announced fame, may you ever remain. And then the prayer for the long life of Geshe Sangpo. You who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart. You who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. And then on page 245, the Miktema prayer, praise and request to Lama Tsongkhapa. Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of non-objectifying compassion. Manju Shri, master of stainless wisdom. Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snows. To Losang Drapa, at your feet I make request. So maybe we can chant it twice in Tibetan. Mikme tse we te chen chen re zik ri me kempe wang po jam pe yang gan chen kepe tsugen zong kapa lo zang da pe jabla so de mig me tewe te chen chen re zi di me kempe wang po jam pe yang gan chen kepe tsugen zong kapa lo zang dao pe jabla so de. And then 7 green Tara mantras to benefit all sentient beings on page 37. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, thank you, Venerable, and thank you, Dorothy. I miss you all. I'm so sorry.
We love you too, Hien. So wonderful to have you with us.
Thank you.